It's crazy, dual life. Somebody's already watching, and I thought maybe they already watched the beginning.
I don't know this was the beginning where we were pulling around. Yeah.
Yeah, but the sound you have is crazy.
That sound,
Yeah.
what to do? Should I take her earphones from the condenser?
No, 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 no. Let me check. At least we can see the chat here. Yeah, it's a
Two
cool
lights.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will give you the microphone, and I hope if you will put the microphone,
Oh,
you will hear.
okay.
Just wait a second. We are just testing this, so sorry for this beginning.
This sound is crazy.
Put it less loud. Тише сделай все.
Okay.
Crazy. Okay, let me give you the microphone and let's see.
Mm-hmm.
We are in different rooms and we are streaming together. So today we want to try this format. Let us know in the comments what do you think about that.
Hello, Jumpa. Dingda. Is it your real name? Where are you, Snowsy? Give me the microphone. Why didn't you give me the microphone before? Where is it? Do you hear this crazy sound from from the horror movies? Ah. Where are you from, Jumpa? This noise. Я сделала минимум. А я не слышу ничего.
А ты не должна слышать.
Тибет. Тибет, cool. Я не должна слышать? What to do? I don't hear. Why is that? Maybe you should put in another. Why don't you put it here? No? Okay. Can you hear me in the chat?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. And you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, now it's better. Tibet. Tibet, it's where?
It's near China and India. Is it between China
Ah,
and India?
India. Cool.
No, between China. Hello from Sweden.
Hello,
Bjorn. Yeah, that
Bjorn.
sounds like a Swedish name. Bjorn.
So there is no more bad sound, yes?
Yeah, it's gone because of the earphones. We should have done it from the beginning.
Yeah. Do you hear me very well now?
Yeah, very well. And
Yeah,
I can hear myself for some reason.
you can hear yourself?
Yeah, from like another room or
Ah,
is it not part of China? Yes, I said it's between China and India. Is it? Am I right?
cool option
Yeah.
YouTube.
I have never talked to people from Tibet. Yeah.
But you was in China, yes?
China, like a for what? Yeah, Tibet is not China.
It's India.
No, it's between China and India, if I'm right. If I remember it right.
It's a country.
Yeah,
Ah, I see.
you live in the US. So, How did you find it? Yeah. Okay, so what while people are not writing, or what will we talk about?
Ah, okay. You can just. As I told you, it's like a new format we are trying, and I can kind of interview you in this video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just try to maybe to put the microphone next to your closer to your mouth, because I don't hear you very well. I mean, from my headphones. I don't know
Okay,
about
all my
people, but
students, my students often complain with this earphone that they don't hear me very well. Maybe that's this earphone problem, and we should buy new one for my work and for the streams as well.
yeah, but I hear you very well when you put it closer to your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better. So let me know where you were born.
I was born in Rostov-on-Don.
So, and did you finish your school there
Yes.
and the university?
Yes.
So, what did you study?
I studied regional studies of like Oriental region, China, Korea, Japan.
And what? Why you choose this specialty?
Because I always liked learning languages, and I decided why not? Why wouldn't I learn some Oriental language? It will give more money. Yeah,
Ah,
what I was
I see.
thinking. Hmm.
So, how you? Hello, Ryan. Yeah, this is nice. Thanks to Ryan, I get to know about this option in YouTube, and
Ah,
I may make another stream with Ryan like this as well. It would be nice.
oh yeah, with many people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So after getting your diploma, so what kind of diploma you get?
What I wrote, but okay, Rostov education is just not interesting. I went to Korea when I was in my second year in Rostov University. I actually got a scholarship to go to Korea, and I went there for 5 years. But every like 6 months, I was going back to Russia, and I was passing exam at my university to finish it as well simultaneously. Yeah, and
Hmm.
in South Korea, I got the diploma of bachelor's degree in international trade, which I don't like, and I never showed anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I thought that you finished the university in Russia and then you went to Korea. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
all of the time.
what a discovery after almost 8 years of knowing me. So
I
such
really
an
didn't know.
accidental discovery. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Well, you think how much age I was in Korea from when till when?
I don't know. I know that you have been there for years.
I went there when I was 18 and
18?
came back when I was 23. Yes.
Ah, that means 5 years?
Yeah. And I met you when I was 25, man. If I went to
Oh,
Korea after finishing my first university, I would be back by the age like I don't know 27. When did I meet you then?
so after Korea, you met me after about 2 years, yes?
Yeah,
Hmm, it's a long time.
exactly after 2 years.
Yeah, that's cool. So, when you went the first time in Korea, what was your impression about it?
I didn't like it from the beginning, and I never liked it ever since. And just
What is
this
the
5 years,
reason?
I was just suffering. I don't know, just not my place. Just like foreign place to me, foreign people, foreign mentality. So I was
Ah,
suffering.
Okay, so comparing to other countries that you visited, what was like the difference between Korea and other countries?
You cannot compare. Like other countries I visited, and in Korea I had to live for 5 years. That's a huge difference. If I visited Korea, I would like it a lot, but as I had to live there, that's why what I didn't like.
Ah, but you had to live in Dubai, in Turkey. You
Yeah,
can
I lived in
compare.
Dubai for 1 month. In Turkey, I lived also just 1 month so far. But Turkey, I also didn't like Turkey when I just came, but now I'm slowly getting to be okay with it.
Yeah, but what is the difference between like Korea and Dubai and Turkey?
I cannot tell like with words. It's just like feelings and attitude, and, like I don't know, impressions which you can't control. Like either you feel cool in some place or you feel like you don't belong. You don't know
Hmm,
why.
I see.
Maybe
So,
because in Korea everybody's just stared at me and I look so different from native people,
ah,
and everybody knows you are a foreigner, just stare at you all the time and want to practice English with you or whatever. Yeah. Korea is very collectivistic, as I said, and I'm very individualistic. That's another thing. Like for example, when I studied at university, all my like group mates they were just gathering like, all the time to go to some cafe together, to go to some meeting together, like everything together. And I like after the class, I just go home and that's it. Nobody can make me go to this gatherings or maybe like just once a month or just like to be decent. That's it.
yeah. I wonder if people are hearing you at the same time, like twice from your place and from my place, because I hear you as well a little bit. Maybe you have to speak a little bit. Uh, uh,
Quite.
what is the same for you? I mean, do you hear us well? I mean, we have good sound. My voice is not mixing with hers, and her voice is not mixing with my. I mean, my sound. All good. Okay, thank you. Okay,
I
okay,
like your
but
name because it has Dan as part of it. Oh yeah. How did you come up with this name? Yeah, I wanted to name him Dan, Dan as well. Really, I thought I will call him Bogdan and I will call him Danya, Danichka, Danchik, but we didn't. We just call him Bogdanchik.
yeah,
It just didn't stick to him to be called Dan, Danya, just Bogdan. We call him all the time. Oh,
but
it just came. This name just came to me. I don't know why. Like we're thinking so hard and couldn't come up with anything. And just like at the very end of 1 week before he was born, I just came up with it, and people agreed. Like I mean, my relatives.
so about the language. I mean, when you were in Korea, how fast you learned the language, and do you start speaking with people like normally?
I already knew Korean before going there. For 2 years, I had been studying at university, and I was the best student in Korean. That's why I was sent. I was given this scholarship. I was getting I read the recommendation from our like Rostov Korean Culture Center, and that's why I was accepted to the scholarship. And when I came, I already knew the language. I could speak. I could understand. Then I, but
Hmm.
like I wouldn't say like my language improved drastically in Korea
Yeah,
for strange reasons. It improved a little, like in my feeling, because
yeah. I
I
mean,
just
when you
try to
went,
speak to I just try to speak to foreigners in Korea and to Russian speaking speakers as usual. Yeah,
yeah, when you
thank
have
you.
people around to
But that's
practice is good.
the language. Yeah, but I didn't practice much Korean with people, just like in the shops and places like that. But I didn't make any Korean friends for some reason. Just a few times, like like it was kind of like being friends, but not exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good to have people around to practice the language with if you at least know like the basics. But if you don't know
Yeah, if you
nothing,
don't know anything, for example, now in Turkey, we are, I'm learning very slowly the basics, and I'm practicing like very basic things, very simple things like one word, two words. It's cool already to be practicing. I know that these words work like the way I learned them. Yeah, so that's helping a lot.
hello
In Korea,
Terry,
I
nice to
already
see you.
was good kind of good in Korean, good at Korean. Is it true that Korean people don't like to smile? I don't think so. They smile and they are very polite, like a good service, not like in Russia. We talked about that yesterday. The Russian people don't smile unless they really, really want to smile at you. Like no fake smile from Russians. But I like fake smiles from service people. It's better than to know their real attitude. I studied French in school, but no one to speak it with. Yeah. Also, like I used to study Italian, but then I realized like I don't wanna. I studied French and Italian, but when I met actual French people, I was speaking with them in English, and it was like, what did I spend my time on? Because like in French, I had to like think, I had to speak slowly, and in English I just speak right away. So why would we use French for that matter? But Turkish is different. In Turkey, most people don't speak English, so that's a good motivation to learn. Of course,
You
if I
think
were
it's a
to live
motivation?
in France or Italy, I would learn it because, like, yeah, mm, because mostly native people don't speak English, like all of them. Because, for example, yeah, those who
What's
go
up?
to another
As
country where we all meet,
and
of
this.
course they speak English. But in inside the country, inside France, not so many people will speak English so well. Yeah. So same for everywhere. And as for Dubai, Dubai is like no, it has very few native people, so most of Dubai speaks English. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to communicate there.
Yeah, but uh,
I
I mean,
so maybe I am not Rainbow Smile. Maybe just they also have this Soviet kind of mentality, like you just have to smile. Maybe maybe if you smile a lot in North Korea, people will be suspicious, like that you live too well. I don't know. That's the idea based on the Soviet Union kind of mentality. It's quite normal to hear a variety of different dialects spoken. By dialects, you mean different languages or dialects of English? What's going on there? Also in Turkey and in French words.
we are just in different rooms
You can hear me actually from his microphone as well, from another room.
because she told me to go to the other room, so I'm punched today. Здравствуйте, John Doe.
Здравствуйте! Здравствуйте! Sounds funny. It's not ся, it's
Michael
ся.
Morris.
Здравствуйте!
Okay, I'm
Funny.
afraid to correct today. It's better to not correct. Okay.
Okay. What else?
What else? So when
He's
you
interviewing me. The topic for today is interviewing me. Did you name the video like that? Interviewing my wife?
correct me. Okay. What else? So when you went to Korea and I mean, you start right away talking Korean with people, like without no problem, no issue,
Yeah,
no
right
knowing
away.
all the words,
Right away.
etc. Wow.
Of course, I didn't know all the words, so I had to tell them to speak slower. I asked them what it means. Like I asked to say in different words, like, and they spoke slowly to me, knowing I'm a foreigner. So of course. But I remember, like, I came, and after like a few days, my teacher called me on phone to my dormitory, and she was like, "La la 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 la, la, Sasha, you have to go there. You go, you take this subway, you go to that place, and you come out, and you go to the left, and then you go right, and then you see this building." And I was like, "Ah!" But like, still, I understood everything. So yeah.
Mhm. So you didn't speak with them English at all?
Actually, yeah, because I told right away that I speak Korean and don't try to practice your English with me. I'm not in Korea to practice English with Korean people. I have so many people to practice English with. It's enough. I need Korean. And it's like when the Koreans they speak English and when they speak Korean they are like different people. You know, like the personality like changes. For example, some Korean guy who knows English, he's like, "Hey, hello, what's up? How are you doing?" He's like this and that, so relaxed, so outgoing. And then I say, "Oh no, 아니요, 한국말 합니다." And he's like, "어, 진짜요? 한국 사람인데." Oh, oh, like he's totally changed, like with the language. So like before he's like that, this and that, and then
Yeah, try to not move the phone very a lot. You are like always
sorry.
moving. I can't get you with my eyes.
Oh, thank you, Dan. So many compliments. Yeah.
So actually, Arabic is fast-growing language due to the recent influx. What's influx from those in the
Naplus,
Middle East?
naplus,
Huh?
naplus,
Influx from those from Middle East.
naplus.
Yeah. And even here in Turkey, there are a lot of people speak Arabic. I mean, now I start asking almost everyone in Turkey if they speak Arabic or not. And when they speak Arabic, it's easy to communicate for me. So I start speaking with them Arabic. For example, today, like in the phone, I had like the traffic was ended and I had to put some money in the phone and I met also an Arabic guy. Then I went because after the gas guys, the gas story is just crazy. It's better that my wife would tell it with emotions. I mean, Sasha. Okay. So I also found a guy. I met him to connect the not the gas but the tubes or the oven to connect it to the gas, and I found him also an Arabic guy, and I took his number. And the same about the delivery guy. He was also speaking Arabic, so it's better when you are in Turkey. I mean, in case you know Arabic. I mean, it's better to ask people if they speak Arabic or not, because most of people they don't speak
First thing
English,
you
but
speak,
they
yeah,
speak Arabic.
yeah. Then you ask about maybe Russian English. Yeah.
Yeah,
But already
I
know
ask
like some-
Russian. I mean, not a lot of Turkish. I think they speak Russian or English or
I'm not
Arabic.
in
I mean,
Russian at least, but if you go to Alanya, everybody will speak Russian. As they say. I don't know.
Alanya, it's another thing. Okay,
Alanya,
you
Antalya.
you can tell the story about the gas because you will tell it quick and with good English. I mean,
What do you mean?
it's crazy.
What exactly? The story.
How
I
the
don't know. Everyone.
how to have the gas in your apartment in Turkey? Just
That's a boring story. You have to call one guy to do one thing, then you call another guy to do the second thing, and then you call the third guy to actually make the gas work.
yeah, because we thought
And
when
all
they
of them
come.
make appointments. You don't know when, how, and you're gonna talk to them because they don't speak English.
Yeah, because
And also, it's really difficult to make appointment in Turkey.
yeah, so when we like waited for them, so we thought that they will come, and the same guy who will verify the gas, the same guy will connect the gas to the oven, the same guy will open on the gas. But it turns no, like they have one person coming to check if everything is okay. The second person will come. I mean, we need to hire someone to connect the tubes to the oven, and the third one will come to open it. While all these
Yeah,
things could be done by one person. So
yeah, I don't know.
we passed the first step by just he came and checked.
Well, what a quest!
We
Like
waited for
after
him a
10 days,
week.
after 1 week of living here, we passed the first round of getting the gas
Yeah.
sorted.
So the second round is I I get the phone of the Arabic guy. So maybe tomorrow he will come and connect, and then we will make another appointment with them, and they will come. I don't know, maybe in the end of the next week. I mean,
In the
crazy.
meantime, we have to go to Ankara, and we don't know when to go. We don't know when these guys will show up. Finally,
Yeah. So John Doe
Lebanon is
said
very
to teach him
expensive.
some
Lebanon is
Korean.
amazing. The production of French people could understand it because another French is blank here. Oh, okay. Actually, Lebanon is next to. No, it's not next to Algeria. Libya is next to Algeria. Okay. Yeah. So I teach Korean. Like, I don't think like this method of teaching is cool. Like, yeah, you say the words and you repeat them. like just for fun. Okay, so
Just for fun, just few
안녕하세요
words,
is
if you
hello.
don't mind, because I know that you are paid to teach Korean, and maybe you don't want to teach it for free for online.
Teaching. The thing is that it's not teaching. When you just say a few phrases, it's not teaching. It's not learning.
Yeah, but at least you can say some words. I mean, don't be shy.
Okay. 안녕하세요 is hello. 안녕하세요. Can you repeat this?
안녕하세요.
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 Okay, great. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 안녕히
Okay.
계십시오. 안녕히
Oh,
계십시오.
great. This one he already knows from my classes, which I tell every class. And he's happy to hear that because he can give the baby back to me. Because he took the baby during my class.
Yeah, I when she teaches, I all the time I listen and I wait for this expression "안녕히 계십시오." It's like goodbye, and then oh my god, 안녕히 계십시오. Finally, she finished.
Okay, so most in South Korean are almost the same. The difference is like just in 50 years, what the difference that language just don't change so fast. Like so in 50 years, not 56, 70 years, oh my god, the differences are not that big yet. So like the main difference is that North Korea doesn't use any English loan words, and South Korea use them too much, so much. Yeah. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's annoying. Like for example, you learn some word in Korean and then they don't use it anymore. Like they substitute it with an English word. Same with Hindi. When I learned it, I hated it. I was struggling so hard to learn some difficult words, and I came to India. Nobody uses this word. They just say it in English. Okay. Yeah. So mostly they have their own words for everything. Like they just make up new words, like technology words. They just like combine different syllables with the similar meaning and make new words. One thing. Another thing that in North Korea, no, in South Korea, I don't know why they just removed the letter R from the beginning of every word. So in South Korean, you cannot find a word with R in the beginning. If you see the South Korean dictionary, all the words starting with R are from English, like reception, logo, like logo, like radio, words like this. And North Korean, they still have all these words with R. Like, for example, a woman in South Korean is yoja, and in North Korean it's ryoja. Yeah. That's the difference. Okay.
Okay, I don't think we can have the live stream with the guy who will make the oven. I mean,
Yeah. It's not 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 세요, not 지요. 안녕하세요. Ra. Not so many R. I just wanted to say that they have R like in Russian. English doesn't have R. Instead of R, they have R. It's different. Yeah. Oh, it's much better to learn Korean when you are Russian because in Korean they have the letter R and they have the letter U. U, which is also in Russian, U. But English people have hard time, English speakers, I mean, to say U because, yeah, U. Say U. One of my students, she used to study Korean with the English speaking teacher. Like so she just wants to develop the English together with learning Korean. So I teach her Korean in English. But she doesn't because of that she didn't learn how to say U in Korean words. She learned it as U, but it's not U, it's U. So now I have to like to change her ways, and it's so difficult to change somebody's wrong what they learned wrong. Changing it is so difficult in my opinion.
oh my
Oh,
god,
for example, yeah, my
John, though
husband,
you are,
he learned,
yeah, she's very scary teacher.
yeah, for
That's
example,
why I prefer to not speak around her in English, and you find me like always afraid to speak English in front of her. She is scary
so
teacher.
so Susie, he learned to say from the French he learned to say interesting, like he read the N. And the same with UN. Understand, he says understand. So me changing it was like a struggle for so many years. Still, he didn't change this very much, but a little bit like, improving.
Cool,
Yeah.
Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, Ryan. I think Bogdan will have his own YouTube channel as well. He likes to make videos. He likes to speak in videos.
Okay, I'm not yelling. I'm just speaking loudly. That's the difference.
Yeah, but
I'll shut up now. Why did you shut up?
imagine John Doe is like a little student who want to just learn, and who is full of curiosity, and you speak loudly with him. I mean, it's like he would become like, because
I just try
even
to speak. I just try to speak clearly.
yeah, but even if someone is adult and want to learn the language, he feels like small, because I mean he talks, or she talks with the teacher, like being sure that the teacher knows much better than him, and being afraid to make mistakes. And if the teacher would be like yelling or very strict, so the student would be like always afraid, and he will not feel comfortable to learn.
Okay, but then what we are going to do? Are we going to
What he said.
delegate to John Doe?
Hello, Black
Okay, but
Cat.
then what should we do?
Uh, as you
But then
like.
wash your ass. Learn now.
Okay, let me
Never
help
learn.
him, and you keep talking. Okay, you can handle it. Can you handle
Okay,
it?
actually, I am a strict teacher, but my students they seem to like it. You know why? Because like they stay with me for months and years. So okay, of course, not all of them stay. A few of them they don't stay, but maybe like it's not a big percentage. Like most of them stay. So I will stick to my teaching style. Of course, I'm trying to improve all the time. I try to make them understand better, find different exercises. Yeah, but I don't know. How can I? I cannot be like gentle for delicate. I'm glad you married her. Why? This is okay. You can you can give me some questions because I ran out of what to talk about. What else to tell? There they are. Hello, hello, Black Cat. What will you do in the future? We don't know about the future. Future is so blurred because like, we don't know what will happen in the world. Where will be the next S in the world? By S, in Russia called like combat situation. For example, now we say we will not go to Russia. It's like S there. So we never know where the next S is going to be, like where to move. Yeah. Can you handle the pressure? What kind of pressure? And also, like our staying in Turkey depends on the government who will whether they will give us the residence now and whether they will prolong it in the future. So it's not completely up to us in this way. In this, if you are mean to the students, they will learn better. I'm not mean to the students, but sometimes I am. But I mean in the sense of like I I for example I learned them. I told them you should learn this word, you should do this exercise, and they didn't. Twice I start like interrogating. Why didn't you do this exercise? I told you. I was busy with what you were busy. What stopped you from doing it? Oh, I thought no, you didn't think I told you. You know that I told you, and like I just don't let them be lazy. I don't know. They stay with me. It works. I don't say that like I don't tell them that you're stupid or something. I'm just like, hey, are you going to stay in Turkey forever? Or will you move to somewhere else? I've just answered. It depends on the government, not on us. And also, like, if tomorrow our bad president gets caught in some way, and like a democratic government establishes, and we see that everything is fine there, we'll just go home. Why would we need to roam around the world? Like, it's not like I enjoy roaming around the world. Of course, I love traveling, but like going everywhere with your belongings and trying to think what you should bring, what you should discard, and buying all from scratch in the new place. It's so fun. I would like just to travel for a few weeks and then go back home. I don't want to be like a nomad, for me at least. I know there are people who enjoy it. Yeah. Is it true that Russians do not plan for the future? I wouldn't say that. That Russians it's a kind of common trait for Russians. Just nowadays in this situation, we cannot know for sure what will be there. Who would imagine a year ago that we would have a war? Like, nobody. Nobody took it seriously. Even though like Putin started to gather the troops near the border, nobody like really believed it's going to happen. Even the Ukrainians, so nobody.
The microphone closer to your mouth. I told you it's. I don't hear you very well.
So if people don't hear well, they can wait. But they don't say anything. No wonder you Russians drink so much. I drink too if I was being yelled at all the time. I don't know. I just trying to
I was
speak
born in
like clearly
Algeria, by the way.
because he says my mic is not working well, so I'm trying to speak clearly and strongly. Okay.
No, just put it like I am doing. Like put it next to your mouth, and it will be. You'll be.
You are so smart. But you have this stick to hold your phone, and I'm holding the whole phone with my hand, and like I'm not in a convenient position like this.
You can come and see how I am doing it. I am not using the thing. I'm not using it. I'm here in the.
So give me this thing. I will use it.
It's not working. It will be like horizontal. It's not working vertically. I don't know why.
Yeah, lots of them don't. Okay,
So
and actually, not all Russian people drink. We don't drink, for example, and yeah, lots of like inside Russia, exactly. And they speak in English when they chat in Telegram for some funny reason. Yeah.
so
So like
the Blackade. I was born in Algeria in a city called Mascara. So I wasn't born in Russia. I mean, I was born and raised in Algeria till 9 years old, and then I moved to Russia to learn at school for 4 years, and then my father took me back to Algeria in 1998, and I lived there in Algeria 12 years, and then I come back by myself after taking the diploma and everything to Russia from 2010. So I wasn't born in Russia. Okay. But from 2010, I lived in the Rostov region. So my mother is from Rostov region. I mean, from the town called Novocherkassk. Novocherkassk, like New Cherkassk. I mean, Novo, like New Cherkassk. And this town, like full of Cossacks. You can say like Cossacks place.
they're
And
not real
even
Cossacks like nowadays. They don't live the Cossacks lifestyle, do they? They're just like descendants of the Cossacks, right?
I don't hear you. Please put it like this. I mean, it's hard. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Did you guys miss everything I spoke? You didn't hear me well?
No. It's my my headphones. I don't know. I don't hear you very well. Really, I have no reason to lie.
I don't say you're lying.
Yeah, but I just want to hear you better. So even
Okay.
my mother, the origin of my mother are also Cossacks. So
Really?
yeah, from knyaz, like knyaz,
But
and
it's not like these people in Novocherkassk, they obey some Cossacks traditions and live traditional Cossacks lifestyle, right? They're just like usual people with some roots, like they're just the descendants, right?
but they have like Kadetsky Korpus, like the special place where they learn about Cossack traditions, and
But learning and living tradition is different. The
uh,
oblast is like a
I
region.
don't know.
Oblast. Oblast. Am I again yelling? John Doe, tell me.
So, yeah, Algeria, it's next to Morocco. And they have almost the same language.
So give me more questions.
Okay. So let's continue by interviewing you. So you lived, you said, in the in Korea. About the language you already told, and about the people and the tradition. What do you think? Like their traditions, how they live, etc. What do you think about it?
I already told.
Okay. Did you
Ask
meet
me a
there?
question if you want.
Did you meet there a lot of foreigners, for example?
Of course. There were so many exchange students who came for just one semester. But I wasn't friends with them because, like, I don't know, I'm shy to come to new people to get acquainted. And they were usually like within their groups of the same exchange students, and we had our group of like foreigners who came by the same scholarship program. So it was like there was a Bulgarian guy, Brazilian girl, Malaysia, Myanmar, Russia, Kazakhstan, like not such a France, not so many countries. Yeah.
And did you have friends mostly like Korean friends or friends from other countries?
I had mostly Russian friends, like my roommate from Vladivostok, Tonya, and Kazakhstan people, and from Kyrgyzstan. They were all like Russian speakers. Yeah, and I was a little bit friends with Chinese people, and of course, like I had an Indian boyfriend, so I spent most of the time with him. Actually, not making so many friends around.
I see. Why Ryan? I should war. It's like wearing from the word war. Wearing. Wear sweet.
What's so funny about Indian boyfriend?
Yeah, you had the Indian boyfriend. The okay. Anyway, because I'm hearing that.
He's jealous. Or like you don't know I had an Indian boyfriend.
Yeah, I know everything.
I also know everything about you.
Okay.
About every single girl you had.
Okay. But anyway, okay. You pushed me to talk about a relationship, but I prefer to not.
Okay.
They are too personal. Okay. So, okay, we said like about the foreigners in Korea. So in Korea, when you moved to Korea, I mean, I know that you start being like vegan in Korea, not in Russia. I mean,
Yeah, vegetarian. I became vegetarian after 2 years of living in Korea.
after 2 years. So the first 2 years you were like ordinary, like usual
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Ah, okay. So what pushed you to become a vegetarian?
Okay, so like first my Indian boyfriend who cooked a lot of vegetarian dishes, and I thought they were very tasty, like dal and chickpeas, like in curry, all those things. First thing, another thing, like when we went to India together, and I saw like these heads of animals on the tables in Muslim areas, and this was just disgusting. And like I was just already like moving my thoughts towards that direction. And then I watched after coming back. I watched a video about how animals are treated. Like that's it. That, done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So when okay, let me answer a question here. For me, how many programming languages do you know? I know none. I mean, I learned a little bit of Pascal. It's Pascal. It's like the I don't know, the basic language of the programming. It's I mean, I don't even remember like if. I remember it's a bit in English. If so, you will like you give it like some condition if something happens, so the other thing happen, something like that. The, like programs, I understand a little bit how algorithm works, but generally, I don't know any programming languages. Okay, Visual Basics. I learned about them, but I don't know any any of them. Only Pascal.
Okay,
I learned a little bit, and that's it.
okay. So as for
If
vegetarians
else,
in Korea, sorry, are you finished?
yeah.
So yeah, as for vegetarians in Korea, there is there are Buddhists, a lot of Buddhists, not so many, like not a majority, but a lot of Buddhists, and the Buddhist temples, which was like I tried staying in a Buddhist temple for 3 days, not 3 days, like almost 2 days, and this was like such a transcendental experience, like woo, like you should definitely try that if you go to Korea, like stay in a Buddhist temple like for at least like I don't know 2 days. And
Mm.
yeah, so from there is a vegetarian culture, and also veganism is developing like in recent years. Not when I was there, but nowadays, like I was researching about Korean vegan market
The
for to make an
microphone.
article. Sorry, to make an article, and I found that they now have like a lot of fake meats, like fake burgers with the plant-based meat and things like that. So yeah, it's also developing everywhere.
I see. Uh,
Girlfriends. Ryan telling about his girlfriends when I was 9, only 2 hours when I was 13, for dating for 2 days, and after that, 13, 14 years old, was dating for 2 months. How old are you right now? Yeah. Yeah. How could you not have a girlfriend after that? They all broke up with me though. Hmm. So maybe it's like something to think about, like maybe your strategist in relationship or something like that. Okay, Susie, you should buy me the new earphones with a good mic. Oh, cool, John Dog.
uh,
That's awesome. Learn more about it. Or ask me. Like, I will tell everything.
yeah.
17, single and ready to mingle. Oh, 17, just like 17. Yes, you're so young. I had my first boyfriend at like almost when I was almost 17 as well. Before that, like nothing. Not at all. In high school, nothing. Not a single boyfriend kind of thing. Not at all. But after the school, only I started.
Ah, I am thinking like what I wanted to ask you. So when you said like you were in Buddhist place for 2 days, 2 nights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So usually in like about Buddhists, they show us like for example in movies that you are not allowed to talk there. They are like very strict. They can, I mean, hit you if you do the wrong thing or something like that. And okay, maybe you say from your perspective what is about Buddhist that you saw there. Is it that real that you don't have to talk and they can hit you with the stick? It's
Oh,
like in movies. I
what
remember
you mean
Jackie Chan.
beat with the stick? But
Yeah,
you're talking about
in
something
case you
like
in
when you
case you
learn to be
start
a Buddhist.
talking.
When you stay there for a long time to learn some wisdom, that's the way. But if you stay for just 2 days as a tourist, not like that. Just yeah, usually we had to wake up at 4 o'clock and go to the prayer to see that, and it was also so transcendental. You know, in the middle of the mountains, it's like the the sunrise is not even there, and this like in the middle of the night it feels like, and this Buddhist songs. With this Buddhist bell, like ping, 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 the sounds, it's really so like giving goosebumps and transcendental. uh, do you remember I even collect the Buddhist songs in Korean, and I listen to them, and you said, oh, why you listen to that? I said because I like this feeling of eternity, like with these songs, like so like out of this world. That was very special.
Who was collecting
Yeah,
the songs? You, Ivan?
yeah,
You said which
yeah.
Ivan?
Mhm. Huh?
Ah,
Ivan?
you. Ah, you. Yeah, you had some songs. Yes.
Mhm. what do vegetarians eat for breakfast? Like the same thing you you just can veganize anything, any breakfast. Like if you like to scrambled eggs, make scrambled tofu, for example. I like to eat sandwiches for breakfast, like not sandwiches, but bread with something on the bread. So I put whatever I can find, whatever tastes good on the bread with coffee. Yeah, some people eat oatmeal. Some people eat a smoothie. I don't like smoothie. Mm, what else? Like whatever, you can eat anything. Some people eat leftovers from the dinner, which is the most comfortable way. Yeah.
So how you turned from vegan to a vegetarian to a vegan?
Okay, so I always knew that dairy industry and industry are also very cruel, as almost like as cruel as the meat industry. Like all the animals from the egg industry and dairy industry, they just go back. They just go to the slaughterhouse, and when they are like when they are not like when they get weak, when they cannot produce as many eggs and as much dairy, and the small chicks go to slow, they just get crashed or what, like killed in the first day. And the dairy calves, they go to slaughter, like so bad, like it's so disgusting. But like I couldn't change so fast, like right away. So I knew about this, but I thought like that would be so difficult to change. So throughout like these years, from 2011 till 2000. 18, I think, or 17. I was like vegetarian, trying to eat mostly vegan, like not eating a lot of dairy, but still, like I allowed myself because I thought, like, oh, I don't know what my stupid excuses were. I'm just a human. I also have this rationality to rationalize my behavior, which is against my values. Like everybody has that. So, but then I met, like in Rostov on Don, I met some very hardcore vegans who were like unapologetic. They were saying either you are vegan or you are like nothing. Like you are still contributing, you're still paying for the suffering, and like if you're against it, how can you do that? And I was like, really? Yes, shut my god, they are right. They're right. So like I couldn't be around them. I wanted to be around them because they're really cool people, but I couldn't be. I couldn't be around them, and they were thinking like I'm a hypocrite or something, and I was feeling like a hypocrite in front of them. So that's that's how I went vegan actually. Yeah, from vegetarian.
Yeah. Okay. When you like kind of you come back from Korea, and I also know that you were interested in the how to say how to create in the recycling, and when you
Mhm.
start being interested in recycling and those stuff. I mean,
Okay, actually, yeah. In Korea, recycling is very much developed. Yeah, but not too much. It could be better, but still, like it's like when you will learn Korean, for example, from the textbook, there will be definitely a chapter in the textbook about recycling. Like there will be like a dialogue between a grandma and a girl. Like, oh, grandma, I need to do this. I need a lot of pockets to carry from the shop. But dear, it's not so ecological. You should buy you should buy a like how to say it, reusable bag, and it will be good for the environment. And also when you use like the scans, you can put it into the separate bin and things like that. It's like in the language textbook. So yeah, that's mm, that's the first thing I got it from Korean culture. Second, I was reading also some books like abroad people don't know these books much, so I was reading books like about also like living in harmony with nature and all this stuff, and soaking these ideas. So yeah, that's how I got it. Yeah, then when I came to Moscow, I found this company, no, not company, like a company of people, just a group of people who were organizing like recycling in my city, and I just joined their group, and I was volunteering, and I had a good people around me. We made friends very well. Yeah, and
yeah,
it just became a habit. So I just can't imagine like taking a pocket from the cashier for like I never go out without my reusable bag anywhere. Like if I sometimes forget it, I will just carry in my hands. Like taking a pocket, taking this plastic bag. It's, uh, oh, I hate it. And I always nag you for that when you do it. Just like in this years, I really like made my husband use the use the reusable, carry the reusable, reusable bags, and to carry even this small,
Microphone.
small, sorry, small transparent plastic bags to reuse them all over and over again instead of taking the new ones. Yeah. And here in Emerson, they don't have the recycling, like nothing. Just I saw uh, one place where you can put glasses, but glasses is not enough for me, and it's for so far, so it's not convenient. So bad. Yeah.
And how recycling is developed in Russia? Is it that developed?
It's not developed as well, but at least there are some places where I know I can call and they will come and to get my my, for example, my glass, my iron metals, which I collect in my corner at home. And here I don't know any of that. Maybe they also exist. Yeah, and at
But
home. Hmm.
but they have organizations in Russia who care about recycling and stuff.
Yeah, I hurry. Yeah, in Russia it's not yet developed, but at least I knew my ways to get it done. Yeah, it needs to be developed, but nowadays like that's not the main the main problem in Russia, I would say. So yeah.
Yeah. Hello,
Mm.
L. How are you?
Many times
Okay.
plastic is inert and won't hurt you. I'm not saying plastic will hurt me. I just saying it's bad for the environment. It's like disposable plastic, which makes the oceans dirty and the landfills, which I don't like.
But
Remember
you participated in some groups when you like LGBT, not not LGBT.
what?
I mean, in groups of recycling, how they call it? R and D, not
LGBT.
R and D, not
LGBT.
how they call them. I mean, uh,
RGB.
RGB.
LGBT.
What is RGB and what you participated
RGB,
there and
my
what you were
organization,
doing?
the second organization was the RGB. It's like Rostov, город будущего. Rostov is the city of future. So I was just, they just make the recycling in 5 areas of the city once a month for 1 or 2 hours. And people knew that from social media and they came to these places to and brought their waste, like plastics, glass, cartons, paper, batteries, and things like that. Yeah, and I was just collecting it and we were sending it to recycling factories. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only stopped doing this volunteering when I was pregnant, like late pregnancy. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Hello, Amir. Nice to see you.
When you were my boyfriend, you were also helping me. Helping me. Do you remember when we were like freezing cold in January? Like it was like -10, and we were spending 2 hours there. You were helping me.
I was your boyfriend.
Yeah. Like who were you then? Yeah.
And when you were sending me to your recycling, like I think we were already married when sometimes you send me to stand in the place where people give the bottles and everything in
Yeah, that was
Weinwehr,
a
you
good
know.
time. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
So
You
what
helped me out
we
because you had no choice.
what you were doing there? What we were doing there?
We're just accepting the waste from the public. They brought their bottles, and we're just like putting them in separate big plastic bags and just like separating them.
Yeah, but
That's it.
there not was wasn't only bottles, but also glass and
I was telling
irons,
about it. Yeah,
metal.
I told about all the things. Yes.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay, okay.
Hmm.
Uh, so okay, see you, Blackhead. So we already talked about what's related to you, to veganism, to recycling. I think that's all about you. The language.
That's all I'm about, right? No.
No. I mean,
You don't. You are so superficial about me. Actually, you don't want to know me better, really, man. Like we don't have this deep conversations when you ask me about what is my philosophy on this and that, what are my feelings, and you don't talk about it. You don't know much about me actually, because like
I'm just.
when we just got married, he told me like, "Oh, you watch only about veganism," but I didn't. I watched about different stuff, but he just caught that I'm watching about veganism. Then I started watching about feminism, and he said,
Feminism.
"No, go back to veganism, please." Then I started watching about politics, and he said, "No, go back to feminism, please. Feminism is the best." But like I have so many interests, I watch a lot of things, and you just don't notice it because you're not so interested in my inner world.
So you were watching about feminism, and then you started watching about politics, and I told you, please don't watch politics. Go back to feminism and to veganism.
Then I had some interest like in magic. I watched about magic, and he said, "No way, please, what politics, feminism, anything, just not this thing." Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Walmart. I don't know if you have Walmart here or not.
No Walmart. I interrupt you. Mhm. Hi
Oh,
Tasha. Hi Alyosha.
hello, Alyosha.
What is killing dolphins in my pet peeve? Just wanted to say as I listen while getting my bike out the door. Nice, which, but I don't know what is that. Okay, so yeah, you just said that I have nothing like no interest whatsoever, nothing about me except for this thing which you have just mentioned,
No. I
right?
just I'm pushing myself to ask you a new question. So I have like another question. I know about you that you read a lot. You like reading. You like reading books. Sometimes you even buy books. So what are like when you start reading, and what kind of what are your favorite books, and what the topic you are oriented at? Topics.
Okay, so I almost never read fiction books because I don't like to spend time on it. I feel like in our life we need to improve everything in our life. We need to improve relationships. We need to improve our financial status. We need to remake our thinking to have good thinking strategies which will let us be like successful in life. Not successful like earning a lot of money. Successful is like doing what you want to do, not suffering, not I don't know, being miserable over stupid things. Like so, that's why I read mostly about psychology, about things like that, which help to improve life, understand myself better and people better.
Okay, what are the best books you ever read, and you can tell about them now?
Oh, now I'm reading the book. I've recently read a book which is called The Subtle. I think it's a bestseller, very popular book. Uh, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's called. Yeah. So this is kind of cool philosophy, which I really like as well. Also, I was reading about Stoicism, about Stoics. It's an ancient Greek philosophy, which is also like what I agree with their stance on many things. They
Богданчик,
give me like they enrich my understanding of a lot of things in life.
все,
Yeah,
включай,
so
играй.
things like this I usually read.
Жди, пока немножко зарядится.
Hmm. So also, like I remember, I read a book about from an old lady in English. I read a book from an old lady. She was like 90 plus years old, and she had already some like disabilities because of old age. And she wrote a book about how she was coping with these disabilities and how she found joy in this very old age. And it was very exciting to read because before that, I used to think that being older like is just like a mere suffering and like so subconsciously I was like preparing myself not to live till old age, but I do want to live till old age. So I read this book in order to understand like how to be happy, like that you can also have some meaning, some purpose, and some happiness and good time when you're like even very old. It's all up to your attitude or to your mental state. Yeah, so that's the thing I read.
What channels? I mean, what you watch usually in on YouTube? What are channels that you are watching? I mean, usually.
Okay, I usually watch. These days, I only watch politics. I try to, and also I don't just watch the news, like what happened yesterday, what happened a week ago. I watch like a philosophical, like political theory, like they try to explain how societies work, how
Phone.
like crowd psychology works, how people change their attitudes, like like in one country, um, how the power is taken, how the power is
Hello.
distributed. So I just wanna know these things. So I'm thinking
Hello.
about that. Hello,
Мало.
Bogdanчик. Hello, my baby.
Я тебя слышу, мам.
Я тебя тоже. I can hear you.
Я тебя слышу и отсюда, и из телефона, и из телефона, и из двери.
Yeah, he can hear me from both sides, from another room and from the phone.
Посмотри на меня, мам.
I am the oldest guy in
I'm
our
looking.
family. I am 37.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, today you asked me about books. Can you imagine, guys? He had never ever asked me such questions. Just like to know me better. Never.
Ку-ку, ку-ку,
That's the first time he asked.
ку-ку,
No,
ку-ку,
gets to know me.
ку-ку.
No, не надо, не надо. Okay, the last thing. Okay,
Мама,
Howry, bye.
что ты там пьешь?
The last thing I want
I'm
to ask.
drinking water, but what?
Water. The last thing I want to ask about is about Thailand. When you went to Thailand, what
А
you
я
were
хочу
doing there?
сок, мам.
Okay, so in Thailand it was funny. Actually, like
Я тебя вижу.
it was a few months
Помолчи.
before we got married, and I was reading a newspaper. It's called Vegetarian. Like in our country, there's such newspaper from vegetarians. So there I came across one article about this community in Thailand, which was first made for like drug addicts, but then people came there from all stages in life with depression and with like anything like just to learn to meditate and things like that. And I kind of liked the description. I liked that they serve vegetarian meals, and I just googled saw the website, and I thought that it's like a cool thing, and I just like wanted to, this last piece of freedom before getting married. I just
Мам,
wanted to go
посмотри на
somewhere, like
меня.
just to make a decision and just to go somewhere far with my own decision,
Сейчас я
make up
посмотрю
my
на
own
тебя,
plan.
мам.
And this was so exciting. I
Играть.
just bought like I in a few days I could just take the decision, and I bought the ticket and I booked everything just all on my own. And everybody was saying, "Oh, you should not go alone. You have a boyfriend. Why are you going alone?" But I still went, and it was cool. Yes. Now at age 99. Oh, cool! Congratulations. Hope she will be 100. Yes, and be healthy. Great. I had two great grandmas. They both died at the age of 94. So yeah, I have long living grandmas as well. So I hope it's a good heredity. They will live. And your grandma is also very old, like right? 80 years old or more.
Okay, the microphone.
Ты
The
мне
microphone.
делаешь сок, мам.
Сейчас я тебе сделаю сок, okay?
Ладно.
He's asking to make to squeeze orange juice for him because we collected a lot of oranges and we can make as much juice as we wish, just like it takes some effort. Somebody has to make
Yeah.
it. Like we make juice all the time. This orange.
Okay, I think.
So I think yeah, 1 hour is enough for this topic of me.
Yeah. Thank you for your interview and for answering all the questions, for participating.
Mhm.
It was nice. I liked the new. I like the new option of YouTube where I can stream with anyone. So from now I go on and I will try to stream with Ryan and with people I know. So it will be cool. So anyone wants to stream with me, please contact me. Let me know about that. I like collaborations, and we can make like streams like this, like even every day. I don't mind. And that's it about this stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to us. And see you in our next streams and videos. Don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and to comment. Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.